Alrighty guys, here we go. First off, I'm going to be priming my face with Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. This stuff just makes your face a one complete flat surface, and it makes it so that the foundation goes on really smooth. So I'm using my new favorite, which is the IT Cosmetics CC Cream in the color Light, and I'm mixing it with L'Oreal True Match Lumi. The color for this one is N12. So I'm just going to pump that onto the back of my hand, both of them. They're both pumps, which is interesting, and dab them together and start applying that all over my face. And I'm going to initially brush it all through with this Real Techniques foundation brush. I'm being kind of lax about how I'm using this brush because I'm going to go over it with a beauty blender. So I just wanted to show you as well how much water I actually use for these beauty blenders. So you're going to see here I'm going to squeeze out the water that is in there initially, and definitely, well, that was a little too much water, but definitely make sure that the beauty blender is nice and damp. And I'm just going to blot that all over my face to pick up any extra foundation. And sometimes I like to go over my nose a little bit more, so I'm using this Boo Boo cover-up concealer type thing. I got it in an Ipsy bag, and I'm just going to press that into my nose to make my nose a little bit more of the same color as the rest of my face. And for my concealer, I'm using the L'Oreal True Match Concealer in the color W123. They obviously couldn't figure out which color they wanted to name it, so W123. And I'm putting them all in the normal spaces under my eyes, forehead, tip of my nose, and my chin. And I'm going to lightly tap this before I blot it out with a beauty blender. It seems to work best for me that it blends out a lot more smooth when I initially blot it with my finger. And I'm sitting in front of my window and the wind is coming in. It's a perfect summer day. It's perfect. So anyway, I'm going to set the under eyes using this NYX HD finishing powder as usual. It's in the color Banana. I'm just taking a simple tapered brush and pushing that into the under eye area. And for my contour today, I'm going to be actually using a foundation. It's this Whipped Cream Clean Foundation in the color 360. The consistency is so good that you can just blend it in super easy, and it's the perfect color for me and my fake tan right now. So I'm just putting that in my hollows of my cheekbones and across the top of my forehead and blending it nice and easy, so you can see the difference between the one side of my face and the other side where I don't have a contour. That is exactly why it takes me so long to film, because I watch shows like that, which are so ridiculous. That was Kill Bill, by the way. First time I had seen it, I was very taken in. So to finish off the contour, I'm just going to dab it with a beauty blender, just so you know that's what that was. To really define the contour now, I'm taking the same concealer, the L'Oreal True Match, and putting it just along my jawline and blending it out with a beauty blender to really show the contrast between the hollows of the cheeks and not. And before we end with the same product, I'm just going to quickly contour my nose. I absolutely love this blush combination I'm going to be doing. First, I'm using MAC Cubic. It's a powder blush, and I'm going to pair that with the Fit Me Maybelline Light Mauve blush. So first, I'm just going to go ahead with a nice big fluffy brush, and I'm going to apply that to the cheekbones as well as the apples of my cheeks just real quick to give it a nice glow. And then next, I'm going to go in with the light mauve and do the exact same thing. I've been really loving this highlighter for now. It's the Maybelline Master Highlight, and the color is Nude. I love it because it's a nice sheen, it's not too overboard, but it really brings out the features. So I'm just going to put it on the tops of my cheek, tip of my nose, and my Cupid's bow. And we're going to continue on in the style of Beyonce. Just to make sure everything is nice and blended, I'm going to take this relatively clean, big, fluffy brush and just blend everything together. I'm going to use two products for my eyebrows today. I'm using my Love, the NYX Eyebrow Gel in Brunette. And I'm going to just put that on pretty much the last 3/4 of my eyebrow, and I'm going to fill in the front with the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Pretty sure this the pencil is in the color Brunette as well. Might be a little too dark for me, and I think I thought that exact thought when I finished with my eyebrows, that they were slightly too dark, but what are you going to do? Move on. That's what you're going to do. So, to begin this process, we're going to start off with Peach Smoothie as usual. I'm going to put that in the crease and along the top of the lid, and I'm going to also add the color Beaches and Cream. These are all for a Makeup Geek. I'm I'm going to add that primarily to the lid as well. This eyeliner crayon pencil thing was a really cool find. It's from Wet n Wild, which means it's probably $1 or something. And it's like this gold color pencil, but it went on more of like a metallic-y gold. So it worked perfect with the next step, which is going to be my favorite new product, I believe. It is this awesome gold eyeliner. It's called the Glamliner Aqualux, something like that, in gold, and it's from NYX. And I've used it before in a previous video, and it is just awesome. So initially I started out with just wanting to put this on the middle of the eye along the eyeliner. Then I liked it so much that I kind of kept going. So initially I'm just going to take this and I'm going to smudge it out a little bit. I added some of the gold to the eyeliner and just kind of made it a little bit more intense as I went, smudging it as I go and just making sure that everything is more smooth and connected with no harsh lines. But as you can see, I was not done with the gold and I wanted more. So I added a whole nother line of gold and I didn't smudge it out at all. I left it really, really bright and bold. So to finish off the eyeshadow look, I'm taking this eyeshadow called Moss from Anastasia Beverly Hills, and I'm taking a really simple, cheap, pencil-ish type brush, and I'm going to add that mostly to the crease, and I'm going to bring it underneath my eye to connect the whole eyeshadow look. And finally taking a relatively clean, regular puffy brush and smudging, smoothing all those harsh lines. The final piece of this eyeshadow look is this awesome color by Urban Decay. It's called Half Baked, and I'm just going to lightly put that on the top of my lid, followed by my typical infallible iced latte eyeshadow, and I'm going to put that as my eyebrow highlight. I'm obviously very excited as to how this is all turning out. So I'm going to start in on my lips and I'm going to prep them with a bit of chapstick and go in with this Exaggerate lip pencil in the number 70. It's called Enchantment. And I'm going to line my entire lip and fill it all in so that when the day goes on and the lipstick wears off, I'm not going to have this really obvious line on my entire lip. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that and add my next favorite color of the week, or the month, because I've had it a while now. I love it. It's the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipstick in the color Pure Hollywood. So I'm going to add that on top of the lip liner, and this is just going to mute that first color a bit so it's a little bit more wearable. And finally, for some lip gloss, I'm taking the NYX Butter Lip Gloss in the color Fortune Cookie and just add that to the top, and we're basically done. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. I really did have a great time filming amid the Kill Bill scenario. So anyway, thank you so much. Please like, please subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.